Imagine taking a test that somewhat dictated how many millions of dollars you could make. It would be a little bit stressful. Well, for decades, the NFL used the score of a test to really dictate the brain power of incoming NFL rookies. That test was called the Wonderlic. The Wonderlic test first appeared at the NFL Combine back in the 1970s. It was designed to be a cognitive assessment to determine NFL draft prospects' mental acumen. Its popularity, though, in the NFL is often attributed to Hall of Fame Dallas Cowboys coach Tom Landry. Landry was known to put a lot of weight into the results of this test. Every year, scores would be leaked. Now, obviously, they were supposed to remain confidential. But in the internet age, nothing is confidential anymore, and way too much stock was really put into the score of this test. Now, typically, the position that got the most scrutiny for their scores were the incoming rookie quarterbacks. But in 2022, the NFL had seen enough. They removed the Wonderlic test. In its place, they revamped several on-field activities. It seemed as though the written test era of the NFL Combine was coming to an end. It was over. Not so fast. Because the NFL had been using another test for years, since 2015 actually, and it's called the S2. The only difference was this wasn't a combine event. They couldn't offer it at the NFL Combine. Sometimes they would do it at pro days or other events, but no one really talked about it because the Wonderlic still reigned supreme. Now the S2 is a little bit more football-related skills type of test. It's not so much general knowledge. But with the Wonderlic ending in 2022, 2023 was the first year that people started to pay attention to those S2 scores. But here's just a small glimpse into what that test showed a lot of people. Bryce Young scored the highest percentage on the test, finishing within the 98th percentile. How about CJ Stroud? Dude finished with the lowest score in the 18th percentile. Now, I may not be some Rhodes Scholar myself, but the last time I checked, CJ Stroud had arguably one of the best rookie seasons of all quarterbacks in the history of the NFL. While Bryce Young, on the other hand, had arguably one of the worst rookie seasons as an NFL quarterback. But that got me thinking, where could I stack up against all the current quarterbacks in the NFL? Now, obviously, I can't go out and take an S2 test. I wouldn't even know where to go to take an S2 test, but what I can do is take a Wonderlic test, and we have a lot more past data, scores from older quarterbacks that we could definitely put myself up against. So it's time for me to say something that I never thought I would say in my life. Let's voluntarily go take a test. All right, here we go. 50 questions, and I got 12 minutes. Can't use a calculator or dictionary. Says I can use a paper and pencils. I'm not going to be writing anything down. When in doubt, use your fingers, right, to count. I mean, that's what she said. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's start this quiz. Let's go. Come on, I got 12 minutes. Okay. Replace the question mark in the box series below with what? Okay, so this one with here and then there. So now we have, let's, I feel like it would be 1, 2, 3, 1, C. I'm going to go with C. When in doubt, go C. Learn that in school. The words perceive and discern have blank meanings. Similar? I don't know. English sucks. If the first two statements are true, is the third statement true? Carly has dual citizenship. Carly has Canadian citizenship. Carly has American. I mean, she's got dual citizenship, so I would say yes. Which of the three following words have similar meanings? Foggy, hazy. What the hell is arid? I don't know what arid. We're going to use it, though. Foggy, hazy, and arid. Never heard of it. We're going to use it. A sunglasses store bought $5,000 worth of sunglasses. The store made $9,000, making a profit of $20 per pair of sunglasses. There were blank pairs of sunglasses involved. So they made $4,000, and they had $20 per sunglass. So that would be $200. $200? Yeah, maybe. Steve's utility bill was $25 in March. It was $32 in April. And then in March, $32 more in April than in March. And it was $19 less in May than it was in April. What's his average bill over the 3 months? March was $25. $32 more in April. So that would be $57. $25 and $57. 25 and 57. 25 and 57 is 77, 82, 82. Don't forget 82, Jake. 82, $19 less in May than it was in April. So there's 21, no, 22. It was 23, 82, 23, 80, 100, 104. 104 divided by 3, 35, 30, 69. Yep, we're going 35. It's close. In 28 days, a person saved $42. Damn, save more, son. What is the person's average daily savings? A little more than, it's going to be over $1. $1.28. So if it's over $1.28, 28 days would be 28, 40, 56. So it's not going to be $2. It'll be less than that. Let's go $1.28. Not taking too much time here. A high-speed train travels 25 feet in 1/3 of a second. In 4 seconds, the train will have traveled how many feet? So I got to take this times 3, which would be 75 feet a second. 75 times 4 is 300. Boom. The hours of sunlight in September is most similar to the hours of sunlight in which month? I never pay attention. Let's just say, let's go March. March sounds good. Which of the following group of numbers is the smallest? The smallest? 0.3 is the smallest. Photograph is to blurry as knife is to dull. Okay. A company has 2 office buildings that host 30,000 employees. Their headquarters contains 14 times as many employees as their overseas branch. Therefore, their headquarters contains... It doesn't say anything. It just says 2 office. I don't know if they're overseas or not, but if they're 14 times bigger, 28,000. Sounds good. A pack of paper costs $1.97. How much will 4 packs cost? So that's 8 minus 3, 6, 9, 12. So that's $7.88. $7.88. Got it. The 6th month of the year is June. Okay. If the first 2 sentences are true, is the 3rd statement true? Brian skates faster than Bill. John skates faster than Bill and Brody. John skates faster than Brian. Brian skates faster than Bill, but John's faster than Bill. So no, it does not mean that it's true. If the words complete and complicate have blank meanings, complete, and that's kind of unrelated, okay? After folding these squares into a closed cube, which shaded corner would touch the X corner? To hell if, I'm going to say C. I'm totally guessing. I didn't study origami. If the first 2 statements are true, is the 3rd statement true? Carl is in line behind Samantha. Jim is in front of Samantha and Tevin. Carl is behind Jim. Yes, he is, because... behind Samantha. Blank is to purchase as hunger as to eat. Buy as is to purchase. Salary, money. It's the only one that makes sense. Buy. Are the words adopt and adapt have unrelated? I don't think they're the same. In the following set of words, which is different from the others? Guitar, vocalist, oboe, viola, piccolo. So it's got to be the vocalist. Everything else is an instrument. A total of 84 hours was spent training 6 new employees. At this rate, it would take how many hours to train an additional 5 employees? So this is what, 14 hours per employee? 14 times 5 is 50. I don't know. I'm going to say 78 because I don't feel like going any further with that. A car traveled 11.5 miles in 15 minutes. How many miles per hour was it traveling? All right, so we got to take this by 4 to see what we're getting in an hour. So that is 44, 45, 46. So 46 miles an hour. Which of the following is the earliest date? Okay, so 2146 is the earliest. June is before July, June 15th. Tickets to play are $12 for, or tickets to a play are $12 for adults. Children receive a discount, only have to pay $8. If 40 people attend the play and the play brought in 440, then how many children attended the play? I don't know. $8. 12 times 12 is 144. 12 times 20 is, what is that? It's 120, 240. So 240. Dude, I don't know. I'm not even... 12 sounds like a good number. If the first 2 statements are true, is the 3rd statement true? Ray is friends with Marvin. Marvin is friends with Damon. Ray is friends with Damon. How do we know Ray even knows Damon? I have friends that other friends don't know. So no, it's not true. Which 3 colors are needed to create a figure on the left? Only piece of, all right, so we need to create this. It has to be A because it's the only one with the blue in the middle. So A has to be checked. B looks like it needs to be there also, which means we only need a blue on this side, so E. E is the other one. Which three of the following words have similar meanings? Similar, downplay, diminish, devalue. I think it's those first three, right? I think. An archer misses 60% of his shots. How many shots he misses? 60? Dude, gotta practice, bro. How many shots must he make before he hits 100 shots? So he misses 60% of them. So if he's taken 100, that means he only hit 40. So that means he's got to take 200 would be 80. 250? 250, it's on there. Holy crap. I'm a flippin' genius. A guy has a 60-foot by 60-foot wall covered with a 60-foot by 20-foot mirror. The mirror covers blank percent of the wall. A third, right? 33% of it. One word below is underlined. What is the opposite of ambiguous? Ambiguous. What is ambivalent? What? I'm just going to say clear because I think that's it. Rearrange all the words in bold below to make the best sentence. Oz common for a brief. Ounce is common. Is a common abbreviation for ounce. Rearrange all the words by sentence. Is this sentence? Yeah, it is. After folding this, here we go. After folding the square below into a closed cube, which shaded corner would touch the X? I don't know. X is going to have to come up at some point. Is it A? E would go here. It's E, right? E? E? Because then it's got to fold over? Who knows? Two of the following proverbs have similar meanings. Which ones are they? The chickens come home to the roost. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Where there's smoke, there's fire. If you play with fire, you'll get burned. Chickens and eggs, right? Maybe. I have no idea. Rearrange all the words in below to make the best sentence. Choose the last letter of the word as your answer. Leap year usually occurs every 4 years. It's years. The last letter of, only the last, choose the last letter of the, so it's S. Sneaky bastards. Two of the following proverbs have similar meanings. Which ones are they? When in Rome, do as the Romans. Birds of a feather flock together. Fortune favors the bold. Rome was not built in a day. When in Rome, birds of a feather. I have no idea. Blank is to fire. Settle is to argument. Extinguish, right? Extinguish makes sense. 2.5 minutes left. 4 individuals invest in real estate together and agree to split the profits usually. N invest 12,000, X 6,000, Y 25,000, Z 7,000. If the profits for the first year were 120,000, Y receives blank less than in profits if they were divided. This one is like one of those text messages like where somebody writes you a novel and you're like, listen, man, either congratulations or I'm sorry for your loss, because that's just way too much money. I'm just going to say 30,000 and move on and try to get something else. Obtain is to blank as catch is to drop. Obtain is to grab. John's restaurant on 150 Main Street has 120 tables, but 30% of these tables are reserved. Therefore, how many tables are there? Okay, so of 120, 10% would be 12. 12, 24, 36. 120 minus 36 would be 84. 84? 84. Which of the following groups of numbers is the smallest? 0.75 is the smallest, right? Only a minute and a half left. Not even a minute and a half. Which three of the following words have similar meanings? Bring, trust, deliver, bear. Bearing gifts, delivering gifts, bringing gifts. That's how my brain works. How many of the 5 pairs below are exact duplicates? No. 99198. Yes. 74847. Yes. 505. No. 91239. No. So only 2 of them. Next. Vehement is the opposite of no idea what the hell that word is. Fervent sounds good. The cost of 150 feet of wire is 1920. How much would 45? So it's got to be basically this divided by 3, right? 616? Sure. Quick math. What is the next number in this sequence? 122, 109. 83, 13. It's minus 13, so it'd be 57, 57, 57. A clock lost 2 minutes and 36 seconds. I have no idea. Let's just say 30 seconds sounds good. 15 seconds. A number in the series below has been omitted. What is the missing number? One, that'll be 44, right? Half of it. 3-year period, 42, 27, 19. 42, 27 was the period. Forget it, A. Just guessing. I'm out of time. What's my score? 32. 32. I scored a 32 on my Wonderlic, got 32 out of 50 correct. Now on this site, it says my likelihood to get a job, if I'm at 32, that puts me in the 80% range. Wait a second. Am I actually pretty freaking smart, or did I guess right a lot? But all right, now I got my score. It's a 32. What does 32 even mean? How do I stack up against other current starting quarterbacks right now in the NFL? Well, I was able to find 26 published scores from the Wonderlic exam from current starting NFL quarterbacks. When you take into account my score of a 32, I would have finished 10th overall. But let's go ahead and just take a look through these rankings here real quick. Justin Herbert right here at the top with a 39, huge number. Matthew Stafford at 38, Josh Allen and Daniel Jones both at 37, Jared Goff at 36, Aaron Rodgers at 35, Joe Burrow, Sam Howell both at 34, and then Kirk Cousins at 33, followed by yours truly with 32. But as you look down these rankings, the lowest ranking guy here that we have a Wonderlic score for was Lamar Jackson at 13, and he's the reigning NFL MVP. If that doesn't tell you, especially what we also saw last year from CJ Stroud with his S2 score, it doesn't matter what you score on an exam. It matters what you do in between the white lines. Now, I obviously don't play between those white lines, so I'm going to go out there and tell my children I'm one of the smartest men alive. But as I get out of here for the day, do me a favor, hit the like button if you haven't already. Hopefully you enjoyed this little fun exercise today. Leave me a comment down below. I'll actually leave the link to this website, and maybe some of you out there want to do a Wonderlic exam yourself, and then leave a comment down below with what your score was. Happy testing to everyone out there. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day, and most importantly, do your part to make the world a better place.